Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is the Empowerment YouTube channel where we talk about faith and family. In today's video, we are going to be diving into how I use my faith planner. I have been having a faith planner for a couple of years now, and I really wanted to talk about the different ways that I use it in order to help me on my spiritual journey. So first thing, if you've never seen this planner before, it is a horizontal happy planner big. And basically, I use this planner in order to help me stay on top of my Bible study, my prayer life, my faith journaling, and just my prayers, anything that could possibly come to my mind with my spiritual journey. This is the planner that I use to basically document the process. So I wanted to take a few minutes today and walk you through how I use it. The first way that I have used this planner is to set up a spiritual vision board. Sometimes you need a little bit of inspiration. You need something that continuously can inspire you throughout your day. Every time that we wake up, we are bombarded with some negative thought, negative energies. Social media can be negative at times. The news can be very negative. So you do need a spot where you can get inspiration and feel like you're empowered to take on your day. So the way that I set up this spread, I found a bunch of inspirational stickers with really nice quotes that I felt like would empower me or encourage me, and I laid them all out throughout my entire month. That way, every single day, I was able to open up my planner and look at an inspirational quote for the day. It really helped me to stay positive and make sure that I keep the negative thoughts out of my mind. Another thing that I did was add habit trackers on my sidebar, so then that way I could track for the entire month my morning prayer, verse of the day, meditation, and evening prayer. Throughout the week, I would just highlight whenever I completed these tasks, and it just ensured that I actually completed these things. So this is the first thing that you can do in your planner or in a journal, is create some type of inspirational board where you can write down quotes that inspire you or just things that will keep you on track on your spiritual journey. Another way that I have used my planner is to write out the verse of the day. So if you've ever heard of the YouVersion Bible app, it's an app that you can put on your phone, and they have something called the verse of the day. There's usually a video and a scripture, but each day I will click on the scripture, go into it, read it, and write it in my planner. So I will write out the verse and then write out the scripture at the bottom. And usually I will put it in bigger print so that I can easily see where it came from. I will usually try and decorate each week. This just makes it a little bit pretty, but going through and just writing down the verse of the day every single day, just make sure that I am consistently going into my Bible app. So if you do have the YouVersion Bible app, you can put that on your phone. You can open it up every single morning. It takes you about 5 minutes to write it down, and then that way you know you're getting your scripture study every single day. So this is the second thing that I will do in my faith planner in order to help me just stay on top of my faith planner and on my spiritual journey. The next way that I have used my faith planner is marking off all of the Bible studies that I am planning on doing for an entire month. So with this spread, I basically set up a floral type spread where, as you can see, there's flowers all the way around. There are certain words that I just wanted to focus in on, like goodness, self-control, and patience. But the main way that I was using the planner this month was by marking off all of my Bible studies to make sure that I actually dedicated time on this particular day to Bible study. So normally we will do Bible study on a Wednesday. So as you can see, it's marked off every single Wednesday. And it's just a way for me to kind of stay on top of it while also decorating my spread and making it very pretty. So you can either make it a vision board where you just do quotes, or you can make it a vision board where you focus in on certain words that you want to just kind of meditate on for that entire month. So for January, it was an inspirational board. For February, I did focus in on certain words and write down all of my Bible studies. For the month of March, I used it mainly as a habit tracker. So this month, I didn't have time to really decorate my entire spread. So what what I decided to do instead is write down all of the habits that I wanted to complete for the entire month and then check them off as I completed them. So at the beginning of March, I was just putting 2 habits, which was to meditate and to pray, and I would basically have that all the way down for like 2 weeks. And then toward the end of March, around the 22nd, I actually started journaling as well. So I started using this journal in order to write down a page every single day of my prayers and just the things that I was believing God for. And I marked down that I started this practice in my planner as well. And I started to add it into my planner to make sure that I was journaling, meditating, and praying. Sometimes I would add a little note like here. I just put let go of things that you can't control. But the main way that I used this planner for the month of March was as a habit tracker. I wrote down all of my habits in black and then I just checked them off in red. And this worked out really well for me. And then of course, for the weeks, I just went back to doing my verse of the day with the scriptures. So every day I would start here, make sure that I meditate, pray, and worked in my journal. And then I would finish off with my verse of the day where I write out the verse and then write out the scripture. Another way that I have used this planner is by adding my verse of the day on my monthly spread instead of my weekly spread. So instead of adding all of the scriptures into my weekly spread, sometimes I would add them on my monthly spread. I would write out the verse of the day in black and then write underneath it in red where that scripture was. And mainly I would just switch it up whenever I felt the need to switch it up just to kind of keep it fresh. But this was another great way for me to make sure that I was looking at the Bible app every single day and making sure I was reading scripture every single day. So for this month, I wrote down a verse in my monthly spread, and then for my weekly spread, I would actually focus in on one particular topic. This is something that I do in my commonplace planner a lot, and if you haven't seen that video, it is on my main channel, on the Organized Money channel. But with scripture and with different things that I might be thinking about or working on in my spiritual journey, I will usually document that entire process, document things that I have read on that particular topic, just so I am able to reflect back on those things, read it in my planner, and make sure I am digesting it in my system. So this week I was focusing on 5 steps to trusting God even when you don't feel like it. And sometimes I will zoom in on a particular topic if I feel like I am struggling with it or I need some additional help. So this week I might have been struggling with trusting God, and so I would write down different things that I needed to do to make sure that I am able to focus in and work on that. And with this one, I did do a video on this particular topic, because usually I will do a video every time I will come up with a different topic that I want to discuss or want to add into my planner. So if you want to see this video, I will link it above. And this is the last way that I use my planner. I really enjoy all of the different ways that I currently am using it, and I will switch it up from month to month depending on what I have going on in my life. But I am planning on bringing back a lot of these Faith Plan With Me videos onto this channel. So if you have a particular topic that you would love for us to dive into, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your suggestions and definitely add them in so that we can get to them. I hope that this video has helped you, and I really hope that if you have a faith planner and there's something that you do in there, that you will let me know how you are currently using yours. I will see you next week, and until then, stay empowered. Bye guys.